matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kick it off to get us underway. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Durham. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. It's caught. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And I like what this offense did, man. They go 4 verts and stretch the field, put a lot of stress on the safeties and the DBs. And then what do? You find your matchup. You find your guy that can absolutely fly out wide, throw the ball up, let him go get it and make the big play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Durham.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the ground with the back. Smashes through the tackle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this 1st drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Just keep slinging it. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Running back searching for a hole. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to throw on third down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he
makes the grab, pass the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Peoples. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And a money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kick goes out of bounds and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
The number one job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure, the hit on the quarterback, forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Looking to scramble. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. He's looking to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Graham. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Looking for space. It's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
To the air. It's Sayin. Here's a hit. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Here's the pressure. It's a fumble. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get it, get the 1st down. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
QB draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Green. Oh, he's got some space. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Durham. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Grab behind the line. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Fires left. That's caught. It's Anderson. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unleashes one. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll leave it with him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
Jumped on top of the pile.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Right back to the well. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. He breaks the tackle. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Grab behind the line. It's Green. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust it.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Michigan State is going all in. That offense has more options than they've had in East Lansing in some time. They're up by 17 over Arkansas. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Give to the running back. There he goes. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. That's a 20. He's got space. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Jukes his way for more. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Got it in the middle. It's third. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tiger. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Gets the back moving. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And as he throws.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the double.
Tight end now in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Gives it to the back on the draw. Open space at the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Love the work by the quarterback, selling pass. You saw the linebackers just back out of the box. As soon as he handed it off, there was nobody home, and that led to a big gain.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you got to be physical.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Motion from the wideout. Trying to punch it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
LSU.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. The offense changing the play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Slings it downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.